I don't think you quite understand. This is the last song of the entire tour.
But it will make the Islanders run out of time. A 1-0 shutout win.
UBS Arena is just 2 weeks old. The paint is still fresh, and this state-of-the-art facility on New York's Long Island is about to put its staff and the building itself to the ultimate stress test. Over the next 2 nights, UBS Arena must transform from a hockey rink to a stage for global superstar Harry Styles to the WWE. Success is the only option. Failure disappoints 20,000 fans. It's time for the changeover. "150 nights a year, the changeover occurs. From hockey to concerts to basketball to rodeos, in every combination imaginable. Doing it in a brand new building makes it even more challenging.
It's amazing. I think that people who are not familiar with this business would be in awe to know how these guys can pull it off. There is always things that will happen with a brand new building. There could be plumbing problems. There could be, mechanical problems.
After a day off tomorrow, they're back at it Sunday on MSG Plus 2.
The crew is ready for teardown, but no one goes on the ice until Saki says so.
Saki? Oh, Saki's ice guy. Have you ever met ice guys before, Saki?
That's why you're the guy that's putting the people in there. Never mind me. I have no idea what.
The thing that I fear the most is conversions. That was our worst disaster in the 6 or 7 years that I've been doing this. One of the inexperienced forklift drivers kept spinning the wheel and the ice deck wasn't under it anymore. There's not much ice there. It's only about 1 inch and made 1.4. So the faster he spun that wheel, we wound up with a missing part of the blue line. And that was a really bad day for us.
With the ice now ready, the overnight crew has to cover it, remove the glass, and make the arena ready for Team Styles to load in just after sunrise.
He's walking out like The Rock.
It's strategic, but there's chaos and craziness, of course. It's all about just controlling the chaos.
All right, so what we're doing right now, we're installing our on-ice decking. We're creating a staircase going straight down because it allows us to put it down accurately. If we don't do it this way, now we're finding ourselves with a gap, which we're trying to avoid.
For you, it's quicker. There you go, keep it going.
Tonight, it's a small bump in the road. But in the past, changeovers can lead to near disasters.
It was actually a Celine Dion concert, and one of the cables came loose and fell. And the production manager just freaked out because he just didn't know if any of the other cables were loose. There was no way to bring a crane in on a Saturday afternoon that quickly in order to get the show up that night. So we ended up having to cancel the show because he didn't want to take a chance, on rigging this rig over Celine Dion's head.
Especially in my line of work, you got to trust your life with who you're working with. If you're one of the guys up in the air walking the beam, so you joke around and have fun, but when it's time to get serious, everybody steps up.
Taking the elevator upstairs to open up a suite. We have suites that have double doors. And instead of burdening someone else on the team, because everyone is so taxed out right now, I have the key, so I'm going to go do it myself.
Mike Shortino. I am the Assistant General Manager and the SVP of Operations here for the arena.
Today hasn't had a lot of surprises yet, but it's early.
There's so much out of our control.
We left yesterday without seeing a true house lights out dark look for the show.
We still haven't had lighting control turned over to us as a system. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, we're getting kicked out of the ball. Sound check.
So we're doing our first show today, and we're actually learning as we go what lighting controls are working, what we can and can't do. Some of the stuff is not exactly finished yet. Hi, sorry I didn't get back to you. I just wanted to let you know that I saw the map, and it is okay. I think that we should be prepared for those lights to not turn off at some point. Another priority of mine are those Islander banners.
Are those the ones on the 300?
So they're the hand-painted ones in between 200 and 300. So that's why I wanted you to get eyes on it.
Everybody is doing what they're supposed to, but the job is now to figure out where the mistakes are and fix them quickly. I think both of those adjectives are good, the fixer and the glue. For Harry Styles, we will talk to the production company, and then we'll organize how that day looks, and then we'll coordinate those needs for security, guest services, IT, our in-house caterer, concessionaire, and then we're kind of the keeper of all information and the giver of all information.
Oh, whoa. A weird line forming outside. Doors are not actually for another hour and 40 minutes, so we do have time, but it kind of feels like we're about to open. It's got that vibe, so.
We walk down the hallway, and someone grabs me and says, you know, this, and this. If you don't do it in that moment and I don't write it down, there's like a 40 to 60% chance that I don't get back to it. So just making sure nothing falls through the cracks.
No waste receptacle in line of sight. That's not good. So I just walked through Quad A on the upper concourse, and there's like no waste receptacles anywhere. I don't know if there was like a couple sets that were removed.
This is the GA floor, so we have about 2,200 people that will be on the floor tonight. Somebody's gonna ask you if you can pretty please let them in. And you are gonna say, with the light, no. Unfortunately, I cannot.
I am like the vice president of fun. My responsibility is to be the building cheerleader for everyone. So team members, guests, my responsibility is to make sure that everybody's having a good time while they're here. People ask me, you know, Ebony, what is your job like on an event night? Literally, that's what I do. I run around putting out little fires. Hopefully not big fires, sometimes big fires, but little fires. Look, what fire did I miss?
What was the one thing that we were scared of? GA floor, right?
GA floor is what scares me.
Why?
That scares me, but it concerns me.
Okay.
And also the early arrivals, the very early arrivals.
The crowd that's coming, well, any crowd that's coming is a challenge for us in that we just don't know fan behavior yet. We put a lot of effort into curtains and lighting over the last week, and honestly, if you leave 3 of those open, it all goes to waste for us. And they're, you know, lights go out and they're yelling at us. So.
Good evening and welcome to the final night of Live Until. It's also an honor to be the very first show in this building, so thank you. There's a large group of people who get in this room a long time before any of us arrive here. You guys don't see them. Quite simply, the show does not happen without them. All the crew backstage, make some noise for all of them. Thank you so much.
We're gonna make this quick tonight. This is about as packed as it's gonna get for any show or any event in the building, and I think everybody did a great job. So I want to get you guys out of here and well rested up for wrestling tomorrow. You know? Okay? All right, it's a wrap, guys. Thank you very much.
Time never stands still, neither does the changeover.
I am in Strong Island.
When you start something new, it's never perfect right away.
There's always a challenge. It's never boring because everything always changes.
The crew at UBS Arena will need to navigate the challenges a new building hosting 150 events a year presents.
We inherited 4 pigeons. They like shitted all over like our upper level seats.
The dynamics change from hockey to wrestling, pop stars to monster trucks.
On the side you're on.
So do balancing the demands of an around-the-clock job with family, friends, and a frenetic life.
We like to dance with the music in my head.
I joke with my wife is showbiz. She reminds me that it's nowhere close to showbiz.
There's a lot of days where you're sleep deprived and you haven't been home, and you know, this is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week business.
Tune in for The Changeover, where nothing stays the same for very long.